Breaking news, the Gator boys stay hot. Boogie Fland has committed to Florida. Joe Tipton has the news. Former McDonald's All-American, was a great freshman at Arkansas last year, averaged 15 points, 6 assists a game, suffered a hand injury that derailed his season, and may have saved Arkansas's, but we don't need to acknowledge that. There's reasonable hope that Boogie Fland will be one of the very best guards in the entire country, and Todd Golden strikes again. That's a sentence that should put fear in millions of people for multiple reasons. Cart, how excited are you about this ad for the Gators?
Man, I said it once, I said it twice, I'll say it again. The Gator boys stay hot, Gregory, from extensions to Boogie Flans to Xavier Lee's to getting guys like Thomas Howell back, getting Shinlelu back. They're gonna get Alex Condon back as well. I think that the Gators, after having somewhat of a like, okay, what are they gonna do? How are they going to remain hot this offseason? They finished it by doing it strong and getting Boogie Flans to the Golden. I think right now on paper, they're going to have one of the best backcourts in the country.
Ooh, one of, you say.
Yeah.
What does one of mean? Because I
I think
I think there's an argument they have the best backcourt in the country.
better than Braden and Fletch,
Not better than Braden.
but Braden holds a lot of weight.
Braden holds a lot of weight, but backcourt is two people.
Backcourt is two people. I wouldn't have them any lower than three.
Okay. All right. Who's second then? Who else is up there?
I have UConn's, I have Demery and Ball up there.
Whoa.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, I
All
have
right.
Demery and Ball up there. But yeah, I think I would have them second or third.
Okay. It's a huge ad. Can I give some like hashtag analysis on this ad? Because I feel like you've been coming on these videos and just hitting me with like the chomp Gator boys, like I'm here. And not that you don't bring analysis with it, but like you're just constantly telling me like it's gonna work out, they're gonna be fine. I've been the Florida skeptic since the season ended, and this is an ad that I think requires me to drop most of my skepticism. So here's my
Hmm.
hashtag analysis. There should be no one that loves this ad more than Xavier Lee. My fear with this entire team was that they were going to ask Xavier Lee to do too much and he would be in over his head. Just point blank, I believe in Xavier Lee, the player. I don't believe in Xavier Lee to be like an all American good guard. I believe Boogie Fland can be. And Boogie Fland's presence, if he hits here, will be the face of this Florida team. He'll be the best player on this team if he hits. That's a big if. But if he hits, he takes all the pressure off of Xavier Lee. And Xavier Lee goes from a situation at Princeton where he was asked to do too much. He was great at Princeton, but he was asked to do too much. And you bring in a guy that I think is a little more dynamic than Xavier Lee is a little more explosive, even post injury, than Xavier Lee is, and can score, be a score first guy that allows Xavier Lee to use the things that make Xavier special, his instincts, his feel for the game, his playmaking, all of that in a way that doesn't ask him to do too much. I would honestly comp it situationally, Cart. I'm gonna be selfish for a moment. I would comp it to what happened to Danny Wolf last season at Michigan. And if you remember, coming into the season, Michigan didn't have greatest expectations. Florida will be expected more of because their front court's better than Michigan's backcourt was. That's beside the point. When Danny Wolf came from the Ivy League to Michigan, everyone looked at it for a second and was like, huh, it's a little clunky with Vlad.
Hmm.
What are they going to do? Like that might not work. It's going to be weird. There's only so much ball to go around. Is Danny even all that good? I don't know. And in the end, Danny was great. Vlad was actually more productive between the two, but the two complemented each other so well, it made Danny's life easier and the adjustment from the Ivy League to the Big Ten. I think that's exactly what's going to happen with Xavier Lee and Boogie Fland. And in this comparison, I guess Xavier Lee becomes the Danny Wolf, Boogie Fland becomes the Vlad. I think Boogie becomes the more productive player. I think Xavier Lee is arguably the key to Florida's upside. And in the meantime, instead of what Michigan dealt with, inconsistency from all their guards, you have this three-headed monster in the front court of Chinyelu and Condon and Ha. I just think this team's loaded in a way that after Aberdeen left, I thought they had huge holes in the backcourt. And I speculated, let me pat myself on the back quickly. When Denzel Aberdeen committed to Kentucky, my word for word statement was this could be the best thing that's ever happened to Todd Golden. because you could replace him with just a way better player. That is what just happened for Florida. They land Boogie Fland, who is way better than Denzel Aberdeen. And Card, I got the Gators cracking my top five now.
Whoa.
They're
How much
rising.
now? How much are they cracking that five?
Where do you have them?
I think right now I would have them five, maybe four.
Run through the top for me.
So I would have one. I had Purdue. Also, well, actually, you know what? Florida just cracked. It just cracked my number one ranking team. I now have to increase my teams I've ranked number one to 10.
Yeah, now there's 11 number one teams.
Yeah, no, but I'd probably go. I go Purdue one. I'll go Houston two. Then I go UConn three. Mm, honestly, probably Florida four.
Ahead of BYU.
Had to BYU.
Okay, I've been flirting with this.
National championship bump.
I've been flirting with this, and now I'm going to do it. I got Purdue one. I got UConn two. I got Florida three.
I'm not used to this.
I got Houston four. I got BYU five. That's my five right now.
No Duke.
I got Duke six. But so the only reason for skepticism for me with this is I do think looking at their roster, Florida is going to try and play three bigs the whole time, and I don't like it. Like I think they're going to play Thomas at the three.
Hmm.
Do you like that? Because I don't like it, but I don't know who else would play the three.
You know what? I'm in a wait and see what it looks like mode, but like initial reaction, no, not the biggest fan.
Like trying to play him with Condon and Shinyelu, I think is a tad terrifying.
Yeah, I'd agree.
But at the same time, Xavier Lee and Boogie just being able to do whatever they want with 3, 6, 11 dudes running around excites me.
It does. Yeah, I mean, and they are possibly a combination of backcourt as number one and two, and one's name is Xavier, and the other one's name is Boogie.
I mean, they did just very quietly, very gradually here. This was a long saga with Boogie. Florida just nabbed two top five guards in the portal.
Yeah, well, you know what this is? This is a product of Todd Golden playing the cutesy game. You know how he does like the analytics cutesy thing.
Yep.
I think he played this a little bit cutesy in its own right, and it actually ended up coming up Todd Golden because the Gator boys stay hot.
I guess that's true. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
but to your point though, I think you're 100% spot on in the analysis portion of this. I love the fit because I think that Boogie is not necessarily just like a guy that I want to be the point guard. I'd rather have Xavier Lee be that, and it takes pressure off Xavier Lee, like you said, which kind of scared you. So the fit works for me. Um, the roles work for me. Boogie Fland under Todd Golden works for me, as well as Xavier Lee. So I'm very much in on this backcourt.
and if Todd Golden could get Walter Clayton to become Walter Clayton, there's some pretty serious upside for Boogie Fland, is there not?
Very.
Freshman Boogie was way ahead of underclassman Walter Clayton.
And also, this is sophomore year Boogie Fland.
Yeah,
I
right.
don't necessarily see him just spark. I mean, yeah, maybe there's a world where he does.
He might get 3 years of Boogie.
Yeah, he might.
Oh my God, Todd.
Yeah, they stay hot.
Too hot. Really hot. It's hot. Congrats, Florida. Congrats, Boogie. Congrats to you, Carter.
Thank you.